Hey, and welcome back to another helping of my English school. Today I'm doing a focus activity on my neighbourhood, or maybe your neighbourhood, who knows. So today, my neighbourhood. What's going on in my neighbourhood? So my neighbourhood is in Rome. My neighbourhood is in Rome. Okay, where's your neighbourhood? Where's your neighbourhood? Is it in Rome? Is it in Milan? Is it in Naples? Where is it? What can you do in your neighbourhood? What can you do in your neighbourhood? Question. You can go to the park. Okay. What can you do in your neighbourhood? You can. I say, what can you do? You say, you can. Okay, so can you go to the park? Can you go to the park? Question, can you go to the park? Question, answer, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. Can you go to the supermarket? Can you go to the supermarket? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. Yes, you can. You can go to the supermarket. Okay, so that's my question. What can you do in your neighbourhood? Think about places in your neighbourhood. So, for example, supermarket, market, okay, or maybe park. What about the gelateria? So the gelateria is the ice cream parlor. Gelateria is the ice cream shop or parlor. We can say parlor as well. Okay. So I want to know what is in your neighbourhood. Tell me what there is. Okay. So what is there? What is there in your neighbourhood? What is there in your neighbourhood? What are there? What are okay, what is there in your neighbourhood? What isn't there in your neighbourhood? Okay, so neighbourhood has synonyms. Neighbourhood equals area, equals zone, equals quarter. So neighbourhood, area, zone, quarter. What is your quarter like? Is it good? Do you like it? Do you like your neighbourhood? You might not like your neighbourhood. What about neighbour? Okay, in case you didn't know what a neighbour was, a neighbour is someone who lives beside you. Near your house. Someone who lives near your house. Basically, the people who live near your house. People who live near your house can be described as neighbours. Okay. All right. So, guys, if you're watching, let me know who you are in the comments section. So, I normally type in the comment section. You can tell me, hi, tell me who you are, where you're from. You can ask me anything in English. We are talking about where we live. Okay, so going back to some of my questions. So, what is there in your neighbourhood? Similar question to what can you do in your neighbourhood? Similar in the sense that you can say in my neighbourhood, okay, or in my area, I naturally say in my area, in my neighbourhood, you can go to the gelateria. I say the word gelateria because I'm in Italy, okay? You can go to the gelateria, or I can say in my area, there are lots of gelaterias. There are lots of gelaterias or ice cream shops, ice cream parlors. Okay. So, big question. Are there ice cream parlors in your area? Maybe you live in a cold country and there aren't any ice cream parlors. You might have zero ice cream parlors. Do you have lots of neighbors? Do you have lots of neighbors? For example, if you live in the countryside, you might not have any neighbors. You might have zero neighbors, okay? But in Rome, I have lots of neighbors. Do you speak to your neighbors? Yay, someone's watching. Tell me who you are in the comments section. I'd love to talk to you. It's I'm sorry about the light. I've got my window open, but it's a very dark room, so I've got my light on. But it's not terribly bright, I'm afraid. So tell me who you are, and I'll answer your questions as best as I can. But you can ask me questions too. Right, so lots of questions. So, what can you do in your neighbourhood? You can go to the park. Can you go to the park? So this is a different question from the first question. So first question is, what can you do in your neighbourhood? And my answer was, you can go to the park. But if I ask, can you go to the park? It's different. I don't have the question word what. When I ask, can you go to the park? It's a closed question, okay? So you can only answer yes or no. Closed question, very specific. But if I say, what can you do in your neighbourhood? You can say lots of things, okay? Can you go to the supermarket? Another closed question. Yes, you can. You can go to the supermarket. Supermarket, all right. Market, park, gelateria, ice cream shop, parlour. Okay. What is there in your neighbourhood? So what is there in your neighbourhood? Similar to what can you do in your neighbourhood, but what is there? Simply, is there a supermarket? Yes, there is a supermarket. No, there isn't a supermarket. So you need to say what there is. Maybe there are lots of supermarkets in your area. So you might say, yes, there are. Yes, there are lots of supermarkets. Say yes. You can say there are supermarkets. Or you can say there are lots of supermarkets. Oh, what's going on down here? There is a supermarket. You can only say there is a supermarket. Okay, so there is plus singular word, okay? There is plus singular noun, okay? So there is a supermarket, okay? But if there is more than one supermarket, you must say there are supermarkets. So it'd be there are plus plural noun. Okay, so you just say supermarkets, don't say a supermarket. So a supermarket's wrong. There are supermarkets. There are supermarkets. You can also say there are lots of supermarkets. There are lots, okay? There are many supermarkets. Or you could say, if you think that there are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of supermarkets, you might say there are too many supermarkets. There are too many supermarkets. It's crazy. There are too many. Okay, guys, if you've just joined us, let me know who you are in the comment section. I'd love to speak to you. Okay, don't be embarrassed. Don't be shy. Don't be timid. Okay, good. So, I don't say neighbourhood, so I'm going to say in my area. In my area. In my area. Okay. Right. Let's move on to the slides. It's not that. Sorry, we're getting confused. There we go. Okay. My neighbourhood. So in this focus activity, we're going to be looking at neighbourhood vocabulary. So area, what's in your area, your local area where you live, local space, zone. There are adverbs of frequency. So adverbs of frequency, this is important. But don't worry, we're going to learn lots of things. Okay. I'll just click through all the questions. 1 second, just get them back on the screen. Okay, nice. So if you're watching, maybe you want to try answering some of these questions. So where do you live? Where do you live? I live in Rome. Okay, where do you live? Tell me. What neighborhood do you live in? Okay, on YouTube, maybe you don't want to say, but you can say, I live in, okay, so I live in Rome, for example, okay, or in Naples or in France, okay, it doesn't matter. Is your neighborhood big or small? So in the zone where you live, is it big or is it really small? So you could say my area, you could say the area where I live is quite big. It's quite big. It's quite big. It's quite big. You could say it's big, small, not very big. Okay. Okay, so you can say one or the other. Okay, so the area where I live is quite big, or it's big, small, not very big. Okay, good. Do you like your neighborhood? So do you like where you live? Fundamentally, this means do you like where you live? Okay. Do you like where you live? Do you like where you live? Is it nice? Is it green? Are there lots of trees? Is there lots of wildlife, animals? Or is it in the city? If it's in the city, maybe not so many animals, maybe lots of people, lots of buildings, lots of cars, okay? And do you like your neighbors? That is where you live. Are your neighbors nice? So I don't know my neighbors. I don't know my neighbors. I don't know my neighbors. I don't speak to them. Well, I say hello. I say hello if they, we see each other. But I don't really speak to my neighbors that much. Okay. All right, let's move on. Match the pictures to the photos. Okay, so we've got library, post office, dog park, pharmacy, hair salon, church, school. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right, so I'm going to show you which ones these are. So it's library, church, post office, pharmacy, school, dog park, and hair salon. Okay, so now you know some places. Some of these might be in your neighborhood. Tell me if there are some places in your neighborhood that are like this. So do you have a library? Is there a library? Is there a library? So question is, oh goodness, is there a library? Is there a library? Is there a church? Is there a post office? Is there a post office? Is there a pharmacy? Is there a school? Is there a school? Is there I wouldn't say dog park. Is there a park? Is there a park? We don't tend to say things like dog park specifically. Maybe in the States, I don't know, maybe in America, but to me a park is a park. Although there are some parks where you're not allowed dogs, so I suppose dog park, but substantially, is there a park? Is there a hair salon? Is there a hair salon? You can say hair salon, or is there a hairdresser? Is there a hairdresser? Hairdressers. Okay. Is there a hairdressers? All right. Is there a barber? So if you're a man, you could say, is there a barber? There are barbers. So in English, you can say barber shop, hairdressing salon, but actually lots of people will just say, is there a hairdresser's? Is there a barber's? Barbers. Okay. All right, let's move on. Use these words and phrases to describe habits. Okay. So these are important words. So never, always, every day, once a week, twice a month. Examples. I never go to the dog park. I go to the cinema once a month. I go to school every day. How often do you go to the... Okay. So how often do you go to the... And let's fill in the gap. Go to the supermarket. How often do you go to the supermarket? This is quite general. You know, is it once a week? Answer once a week. Once a week. Maybe twice a week. That's 2 times. So once a week is 1 time a week. Maybe it's twice a week. Maybe it's twice a week. Okay. Or you could say, how often do you go to the supermarket in a week? Or you could say in a month. So if you really wanted to ask someone how frequently they go to the supermarket. So how often basically means how frequently. How often equals how frequently. If you wanted to ask somebody how frequently they go to the supermarket, you could, but it's not necessary. Okay, so how often equals how frequently. Okay. So I go to the supermarket maybe once a week. Once a week. Okay. So you could say, I never go to the supermarket. I never go to the supermarket. I never go to the supermarket. Or you could say, I always go to the supermarket. I always go to the supermarket. I always go to the supermarket. Okay. You can say this a couple of ways. Every day I go to the supermarket. Or you could say, I go to the supermarket every day. Okay. I go to the I go to the supermarket once once a week. Once a week. You can also say once a month. Okay. I go to the supermarket twice a month. So you see, you've got different options. So I never go to the supermarket. Watch the word order. I never go to the supermarket. Never, never, never. Okay. I always go to the supermarket. Opposite, opposite. Like you live in the supermarket basically. Every day I go to the supermarket. Okay, so literally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, the whole every day of the week you go to the supermarket. I go to the supermarket every day. So you can do it, you can put every day at the start of the sentence like this. Every day, first thing. Or every day at the end of the sentence. Hey, Larissa, how are you? I hope you're well. We're talking about word order with adverbs of frequency. Okay, so basically word order, word order using adverbs of frequency. It's really important. Okay, so you can say every day I go to the supermarket, or I go to the supermarket every day. Put every day at the end of the sentence. So you can look at the examples I've written down. This is the placement of adverbs of frequency. Okay. Okay. I go to the supermarket once a week. Now we've got I go to the supermarket twice a month. Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to show your face there. Good. And how are you today? Are you well? Are you well? What are you doing today? What are you doing? Are you reading? Are you watching films? Are you working? Are you smart working? Are you smart working? Are you smart working like me? So, okay. So these adverbs of frequency you can use not just to talk about your corretto. Cool. Do you like it? Do you like it? What's the weather like in Corvetto? Sunny? Hot? Hot, 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 hot. Is it barbecue weather? Today in Rome, it is maybe like 20. Actually, I must check. It was like 21 degrees, I think. 1 second. Yeah, oh, it's 22 degrees now. Let me just check. It was like 22 degrees. It's back down to 19 now. What a shame. Is it sunny? Is it sunny where you are? Okay. Is it sunny in Corvetto? Okay. Are there any gelaterie or area? Okay, so I'm nosy. I want to know, are there any gelateria in Corvetto, and are they good? Are the gelaterias in Corvetto good? I bought yesterday at the supermarket. I bought little ice lollies. So ghiacciolo. We call it an ice lolly. Okay. I bought ice lollies. And it's warm and cloudy. Oh, lovely. Well, that's good. I'm pleased. Are you smart working, Larissa? Or are you enjoying the weather? Cool. So these adverbs of frequency, you can say every day I wake up at 8 a.m., 8 o'clock. In the morning. Stop. Every day I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. You could say I always go to bed, or I always go to bed at 11 p.m. Okay, so you can use these adverbs of frequency to talk about lots of different things. It doesn't have to be talking about your neighbourhood, literally anything. How are they? What ice cream do you like? What flavour of ice cream do you like? What flavour or flavours do you like? Oh, goodness. Do you want me to tell you a little bit about me? I'm from Edinburgh in Scotland, and I live in Rome, and I teach English. At the moment, I teach English online. I teach 5 days a week. 5 days a week. Sometimes 6 days a week, but normally just 5. And I have lived in Rome for almost 2 years. It's been like that, very quick. 2 very difficult years, I must admit. 2 difficult years, but good years for the most part. For the most part, it's been very good. What do? I like reading, and I like having gelatos, and I like exercising. I like dancing, boxing. I like learning languages. It's like something I really enjoy doing. Reading and learning languages. At the moment, I'm learning Italian and Arabic. Oh, do you? So you ring the gelateria and say, "Hi, I want to collect flavor." So what flavor though? This is the thing. This is the critical question. I'm not gonna stop until I know what flavor. Like all flavors, or is there a particular flavor you like? Is it stracciatella? What flavor? Come on. I quite like, I like cassata. I like cassata, and I like sort of fruit flavors. My my favorite flavors have to be ones that have got ginger in them. I like pineapple and ginger together, or like strawberry and ginger together. It's gorgeous, really nice. Anything that's like gingery, or kind of fruity, something a bit different. But I'm not really. I tend not to buy chocolate ice cream unless it's like a Magnum. Magnum. Magnums are good. I do like them, but they're more of a nice lolly. They're more of an ice cream lolly, an ice cream bar. Yeah, yeah. It's these are all very difficult conversations we have to have at the gelateria. Okay, I'm afraid we'll have to stop because we've run out of time. I only have 15 minutes to give you a lesson. I'm sorry. If you like, there are other My English School webinars on this channel, so you can watch all of the videos if you like. They're free of charge. So I look forward to seeing you again. What, a kilo of hazelnut and pistachio? Wow. Hazelnut and pistachio is another favourite of mine. I must admit they're good as well. Yeah, they're the best. Okay, good. I have to say good night to you there, guys. Have a good one, and hopefully I will see some of you on a different webinar in the future. You all appear at the end of my webinars. This always happens. I start, and then you all appear late on. I'm sorry. It's how it is. But I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.